Welcome to the first shed hunt of 2019, folks. I don't even know what the date is. I don't have my phone with me, but yesterday was the Super Bowl, so it's the next day after the Super Bowl. And I've been out checking a few traps, and I even set a few because we're gonna have a warm spell for the next 3 or 4 days. But I figured I've been seeing a lot of the bucks drop their antlers on my trail camera over here up the edge of this fence line going into this corn. So I figured I'd come up through here and just see if I couldn't stumble across any sheds and start my first shed hunting video of the season. And bam, there's a shed laying here. Nothing too fancy or exciting, but that right there is a shed. They've been bedding down here in the pines and coming right up next to the fence line, walking right up through here all the way to the standing corn over there below the barn. There's been a whole bunch of deer going into there. Some pretty decent bucks too. Unfortunately, there's been like 5 bucks that I know of that have been slaughtered right there on the road by vehicles. So, it's been kind of a rough year for them. I knew it was going to be a bad deal with that standing corn right there and people going through there all the time with their vehicles, but it is what it is. You'll have that, but we did have a few that have made it so far, and this is one of them. Nice little 4-point. Ooh, man, he's got looks like pus all over his, might have had an abscess or something right where his, at the base of his antler there. That looks like green pus. That's kind of odd. I'd smell it, but I bet you I know what it smells like, so I'm not gonna smell it. But nonetheless, that's a shed, and it's my first one this year, so we'll go up through here and see what else we can find. I might even take a walk in the corn, knowing that some of the good bucks have shed now. Okay, everybody, it is the 4th of January, and as you seen a second ago, I found that shed over there in next to the pasture coming to the standing corn. I know that most of the deer haven't lost their antlers yet, but some of the good ones have lost them, and I just can't help myself. I gotta come out here and look around, but I'm just gonna stay in the corn walk the fence edges. I'm not gonna go into the bedding area where these deer are coming out of to feed at night, because I know that a lot of the bucks still have their horns and I don't want to boot them out of there. So we'll wait to look in the really good spots until they all lose them, but I'm not hurting anything by walking around out in the corn right now. So I'm gonna just casually walk around out here and see if I can't come across a shed or two. We'll see. There's lots of deer sign in here. Check this out. These antlers really blend in good with these corn stalks, so that's what's tough. You really gotta look hard. I'll turn you back on if I come across anything exciting here. Okay, so we're back out here doing a little walk through the pines looking for some sheds, and I came down off our pasture up here in these pines, and we have a bunch of red brush over here, and these deer have been actually bedding in the pines across that red brush, and they'd walk right up through here to the pasture. And I've just been zigzagging down these trails through here. I want to look on these while we still have this snow, because I can pinpoint right where these deer are going through on their trails, whereas when the snow melts, it'll be really hard to see, you know, the exact trails they were going on. So I was just walking up this really heavily used trail right here. You can see where it was going up through there. Our pasture's right there. And I was walking down there and boom. Right there's my second shed of the season so far. Little 4-point side. Pretty awesome. His other side will be laying right here somewhere close, I bet, so good deal. We'll keep looking. Well, I literally picked this one up about 2 minutes ago, right down this path right here that you're looking at, and came up here closer to the field. And right there's the third one on the year. I found my buddy Denton's big 4-point that he was after. I have tons and tons of video of this buck in the field right up here behind the house. He was actually running with a buck that Kaylee shot with that bachelor group of 2.5-year-old 8-points. This buck was spending a lot of time with him. And there's another 4-point just like him. There's 2 of them. But this is definitely one of them right here. We're in a antler pocket right here. That shows you how big that 4-point is. It's just as big as that 4-point side to that one buck. See what else we can find. You can see that that one just shed in the last few days. Still got blood on the pedestal there. See if we can't match one of these up. I'm gonna venture to say that a turkey roosted right about there, according to what's laying there. And it might have been there for a few days. Okay, everybody, I think I'm gonna wrap this first shed hunting video up of the season. I'm gonna take and check a few trail cameras on the food plots and down in the corn, and I'll end this video with those pictures on that on the cameras, and we'll see what deer are still holding and what deer have lost. So it was a heck of a good start. I've already found 3 sheds on the year, and there'll be a lot more to come. So if you want to join me shed hunting the rest of this spring, be sure to click the subscribe button, and we'll have lots more shed hunting coming soon. You can see the deer really been pounding this brassica out here, but we're gonna go ahead and grab that card and we'll see what we got on it. And well, the food plot's a bit soggy today, folks. I am bottomed out and very stuck. Well, I winched that little shrub over there, so we'll see if we can't get her pulled out here. We got her, no problem. Good thing for the winch. We're out here in the standing corn, and this is where a lot of the deer have been feeding in. So I have this camera right here, and I have another camera over there, right there, that I've been watching and waiting for some of these deer to drop, but it is so hard to find sheds in this corn, like I was saying the other day. I actually haven't even found a single shed out here yet, but I haven't looked that hard. We're gonna go ahead and check these cameras and see what deer are still holding, or if we have any bucks on it at all. So let's pull these cards.